Hi makers! Today we're making the classic beautiful Maile tea leaf lei. This lei is inexpensive, easy to make, and perfect for any celebration. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for weekly lei videos. The only supplies I need are tea leaves. The number of leaves you need will vary by the length of your finished lei. I will be using about 10 tea leaves in total. 5 will be used as the fresh pieces woven into the lei, and 5 will be softened and used to create the tea leaf rope. First, I am going to prep my tea leaves. The front of the tea leaf is shiny and the back is dull. I'm going to debone the leaves, meaning I'm going to remove the center stem of the tea leaf. Following the grain of the leaf, I'm going to use my scissors to cut off each side. When cutting off the right side, I use the bone as the guide. To cut off the left side, it's easier for me to flip it to the back side, follow the grain using the stem again as my guide. I'm going to soften 10 of these halves by rolling them into a bundle, placing them in a Ziploc bag, and putting them in the freezer overnight. With the rest of my tea leaves, I'm going to cut out the individual pieces. You can see the direction of the grain. Following that direction, I'm cutting out these parallelogram-like shapes. Just like we did in our first step, it will be easier to flip some of the tea leaf pieces to the back and follow the grain that way. This is what the leaves look like out of the freezer. They just take a few minutes to defrost. This part will be messy because there's a yellow sap that comes out of the leaves when you twist them. You may want to wear gloves or cover your work surface with a towel. The basic of this lei is that we are twisting the softened tea leaves and then twisting 2 of those leaves together to create a rope. To start the lei, I am going to twist one of my tea leaf halves, starting about 2 inches down the leaf because I want to leave the tip of the leaf out at the end of my lei. I am right-handed, so it is more natural for me to twist my leaf to the right. I'm twisting them pretty tight so that the twist stays in place. You can see that yellow sap coming out. Once I twist 2 of my leaf halves like this, I'm going to tie them in a knot, leaving the leaf tips out at the end. My individual leaves I have twisted to the right. Now I'm going to twist that right leaf over the left to create the rope. It's important to keep your individual twist tight as well as the twist of the rope tight. The yellow sap helps it stick together as well. I'm going to do 3 or 4 twists and then start weaving in my first fresh tea leaf piece. Take one of your fresh pieces and pinch it in the middle. You want the shiny side of the tea leaf on the outside. Place the piece onto your rope and twist right over left. I'm going to do 1 rope twist to hold in the fresh piece and then another twist before adding in the next one. As you can see, as I weave in my pieces, I will continue to twist my individual twists to keep them tight. This is the pattern that I will continue for the entire lei. When my softened tea leaf that I am using to twist and weave gets towards the end of the length, I will add in another softened leaf. So I'm going to add one in on the right side. To blend in the new leaf, I'm placing the tip of the new leaf on the left side, and I'm going to pinch that with my thumb. Then I will twist the new leaf and the old leaf together to the right side until they are one piece. Now I can continue adding in fresh pieces and twisting the rope. I will repeat the same process to the other side. This is the technique I will use the entire length of the lei. This lei would be considered a double tea leaf Maile lei. If we were to space out our fresh pieces more, it would be a single Maile lei, and you can also create a tea leaf rope lei by just twisting the rope and not adding in any fresh pieces. One thing to consider when you make this lei is the height of the recipient. My preference is that the lei sits about 6 to 8 inches on both sides below the waist. To finish the lei, I'm going to leave 2 tea leaf ends and tie it in a knot like we did at the beginning of the lei. This lei will last up to 3 to 7 days if kept in a plastic bag in the refrigerator on the lowest setting. Before wearing the lei, hang it on a hanger and let it dry out for a little bit so that you don't have any of the yellow sap get onto your clothing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for weekly lei tutorials.